Good afternoon, YouTube pipe community. This is New England Pipe Smoker coming back at you after a wicked long hiatus from the YouTube pipe community. There wasn't one particular reason that kept me away, but as you guys know, life just gets in the way. Between work, family, the holidays, you name it, the other stuff comes secondary. But as you can see, I'm not in my usual video making environment. Today I'm actually upstairs in my study, as you can see, surrounded by my bookshelves. The room I usually smoke in and record videos in is my 3-season porch, and it's getting cold up here in New England, so that room isn't really effective for right now. So as I start on my videos, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I truly appreciate you guys, and also to my subscribers that have been with me and continue to watch my videos, comment, and send me messages. It is appreciated that you guys still care and watch the videos and take the time out to comment and reach out. So with that being said, as the title describes, this is a tobacco review, and the tobacco in which I'll be reviewing is Baren Navy Flake. This is tobacco I'm sure most of you are familiar with, have smoked yourself, maybe reviewed, or watched reviews on. So, just a little housekeeping before we get going. I'm smoking it in my brand new, well not new, well new to me, within the last month or so, my first full-size, custom-built. That I am smoking Baren Navy Flake, about, I don't know, half a bowl in. I'm actually pairing it with today a little Diet Coke and Jack. I'm a huge Jack and Ginger fan. Just ran out of ginger, so Diet Coke it is. So if you haven't watched my videos before, the way I do it is I read a quick description of the tobacco. I go online to, in my opinion, the 3 major online retailers, and I go over what pricing, what they order, what they have in stock, and also what they charge in terms of prices currently as of today. And then I get into my review of the tobacco. I usually smoke my tobacco out of different pipes just to see if it gives me a different variety of flavor. Some have, some haven't, but at least I like giving out the information, and you guys do what you want with it. So without further ado, let's actually get into this review. I'm actually going to light up this pipe, if you don't mind, to smoke along with you guys. Alright, so Baren Navy Flake is described on Tobacco Reviews as a mild flake blended with the finest burley with added ripe Virginias and Cavendish. Navy Flake is light burning, making the lighting of the pipe very easy. It's also noted to have a topping of honey and rum. And for me, that definitely plays into it, and I'll go over that in a little bit. So the flake that I'm actually smoking was actually tinned in June 1 of 15. I actually jarred it March 27th of 16. So it's got some age to it. And I'm actually going to go ahead and show you what that flake looks like. So mine came to me in a broken flake. I've seen them in full flakes, but this is how mine usually came out, the sizing of mine. And I don't know why you guys can see that with the lighting and everything else. You can see the burleys, you can see the Virginias, you can see the darker areas of the Cavendish in there. They're all uniform, nicely cut little flakes. And for me, I don't use a fold and stuff method. I rub out and I rub out all my flakes. It did need some drying time. Even now, after all this time, it still needed about 25 minutes, a half an hour of drying time. Talking, the pipe goes out. So anyways, with that being said, the pipes that I smoked this tobacco in, notably for this review, is going to be my Sidney P. Ram bent pot. I did it in a 7LA 673, and then obviously this pipe. I smoked in a bunch of different pipes just for the sake of this. I'm going to go over those 3. Now in regards to the age, the reason why it took me so long to make this video on this tobacco, because when I first got it and smoked it, I didn't get any of the honey. I didn't really anything. I got a still normal. I got grassy small Virginia tobacco. I smoked it. There was nothing remarkable about it. It was just in my mind, a generic tobacco. I didn't really get much flavor out of it, and it wasn't nothing to write home about. I wasn't blown away by it. So I put it in the back of my cellar and kind of went to other things. And then I came back to it probably about August. About 5 months after I originally jarred it. And let me tell you what a difference. As soon as I opened up that tin, this sweet honey just hit me right in the face. It was just like, to me, my Mac Baren Virginia #1. If you guys have ever had that and stuck your nose in that tin, I would associate it with putting your nose in a beehive. It was just pure sweet honey right in the face. It was a delicious aroma. And that's what I got opening this up, which was completely different than what I got the first time I went and smoked it. So, the first two reviews are when I opened it back up in August. So the first one was a Sydney P. Ram. Once again, it was rubbed out. So the initial light, I got the typical Virginia hay, a little bit of earth, some fruit, and then a little bit of spice coming in through on the retrohale. It was a pleasant room note. The first half, the Virginia dominated. Towards the end of the first part of the bowl, the fruit notes re-emerged and became the focal point. And it was a chewy smoke. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. The smoke just fills your mouth, and as you end, it just feels like you're chewing on the smoke. It's not a bad description. I mean, a bad sensation. To me, it's quite enjoyable. The chewy smoke continues, but in the second third, it actually morphs itself into a more bready, earthy notes on the forefront, with a little bit of spice on that retrohale. Slightly nutty. As this, I didn't get any rum. I never got a rum note out of any to this right now. Smokes, I don't get a rum note or any type of real liquor note. If anything, it comes and goes maybe once every 10 puffs or so, and it's a fleeting instant. It's nothing that I could say, you know what, it's consistent for me anyway in this flake. Once again, to me, mild nicotine, but keep that in mind is that I use chewing tobacco daily and have for many, many years. So nicotine does not affect me as I'm assuming as it would other people. I have a much higher tolerance for nicotine. Now, moving on to the 673. Once again, sweet honey and those fruit notes on the forefront. It did bite me. I tend to smoke that pipe, I think, that day pretty quickly. I'm a quick cadence puffer anyway, and I'm apparently very sensitive to tongue bite. I can smoke anything, no matter how slow I smoke it. I'm getting some version of tongue bite out of it. Like I said, I got a lot of natural tobacco sweetness, which I like coming from the Virginias. And once again, no strength to me. Very mild on the nicotine as well. But that sweetness from the honey, from the Virginias, a little bit of earth, a little bit of hay, slightly nutty, but nothing of notice for me anyway with that particular pipe. Now, smoking this today, coming in, I said after another month or two of taking off from this particular tobacco, like I said, I get the honey sweetness right away on the initial light, and actually it's almost so sweet, it almost coats the lips and the inside of the mouth. It's almost like you can feel a substance to that honey. It was very sweet. It was a very nice aftertaste, to be honest with you. A little bit of nutty, and I got a slightly fruity on the retrohale. And at some points throughout smoking, in the initial light, the first third only so far, it almost felt like a thick molasses was encompassing my mouth. You get that, like I said, the mouthfeel to it and some of the flavoring. It felt like a thick molasses, and it was very, very enjoyable. And actually, with this bowl, for some reason, I got more spice from this particular one. I don't know if it was a little more age on it, or if it was the way I was smoking it, or what, but I definitely felt more of that spice in the back of the throat, and the front of the tongue, and some of that nostril. Not overpowering, but you could just tell it was there, a slight tingle. Overall, this is tobacco that I ended up really enjoying. When I first started smoking it, like I said, was not really remarkable. Nothing to really write home about. Generic tobacco to me. But smoking it now, I really got into the tobacco. I really like it. Would I buy it again? For me, probably not. There's other tobaccos that I'd probably turn to first before I bought this again. Not saying I didn't like it. Just for me, it's not something I'm going to go out and spend, another, $15 on the tin, $18 on a 100-gram tin. So right on $9 a tin. I mean, if a 50-gram tin, I didn't really enjoy it that much for me to buy another one. However, I'll enjoy the rest of this jar. I'll smoke it down. Don't get me wrong, but it's probably not something I'm going to buy again. So like I said, overall for me, it was that honey dominated, the sweetness, only in the first third. After that became, to me, the Virginias. The Burleys didn't make as much of an appearance for me in terms of that nuttiness. The Cavendish was there a little bit. I got that overall general spicy note in the back of the mouth through the retro ale. Not overwhelming, but it's a nice sensation to let it know it was there. It does smoke pretty well. You see me constantly relight it because I'm sitting here blabbing with you. But overall, though, tobacco really does seem to light well throughout the course of the pipe. It can lead to some tongue bite. Now, I don't know if that's just because, like I said, I'm more sensitive to tongue bite, but I have a quicker cadence than most people do. And also for me, it was mild nicotine, if anything was there. But be warned, as I said, I have a high tolerance for nicotine. So like I said, I've carried on now. I've droned on for 11 minutes. And my review is the tobacco's okay. Nothing to write home about. Probably nothing I'm going to buy again. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you stayed on for the full 11 minutes and almost 20 seconds that we're on so far. I truly appreciate it. Throw your comments down below. Any questions you have, it'd be greatly appreciated. Hopefully I'm actually going to start meeting some members of the pipe community. There's a Cape Cod Pipe Club. I guess they're getting back up going again. About an hour east of me. I'm going to try to get there next week. Meet some fellow, pipe smokers in the field here, especially in my local area. Hopefully I'll be coming to some more consistent reviews. I got a ton of tobaccos in over the last couple months that I haven't even posted box openings for. A bunch of different varieties, whether aromatics or vapors, because vapors are usually my go-to. Anyway, so hopefully more reviews are coming in the near future. Once again, I just want to say thank you. Everybody be safe tonight. Have a happy New Year's. And once again, it's New England Pipe Smoker. Thank you.